Good evening, my dear Singaporeans. Thank you for being here with us this evening for a better tomorrow for you and me. Thank you for being a vital part in democracy. Let me share about me a little bit if you don't know. Okay, my name is Sivachandran. Okay, I live in Ang Mo Kio ever since I'm born. Okay, I live in Ang Mo Kio Avenue 1. Okay, and I studied in neighborhood schools like Townsville Primary School, Whitley Secondary School, which is in Bishan, which is just across Ang Mo Kio. And my late grandfather, his name is Sankradas, he used to drive bus 262. Okay, the bus number plate number 3398. Okay, I know tomorrow you all will take 40. Okay, anyway, it will be confirmed sold out. Okay, because what to do? In Singapore, our life is at gamble right now. I grew up, I played, I learned, I even worked in Ang Mo Kio. I've worked for People's Association as an RC manager, known as RC manager. My visit to rental blocks, especially block 318 at Ang Mo Kio Avenue 1, was an eye-opener for me. Because when I visited there, I see people of various kinds of problems. Okay, I've seen a lady who's taking care of a physically challenged child, and she herself is about 70 years old. Okay, and she's taking care of the son all alone. Okay, I've seen two uncles who are 80 over years staying in one house with no proper food. They can't afford to go out of the house. Okay, and these issues really make me think, why in Singapore there's still this kind of life exists? Okay, I truly believe, okay, we have economic success, but this economic success is not being shared by our people. So what's the point of this economic success? Singapore is not about skyrise buildings. It's not about Marina Bay Sands. It's about people. If the people are not taken care of, then what's the point of these buildings? Okay, and when I talk about RCs, okay, there are so many financial assistance given in RC. But at the end of the day, do these assistance really reach the people? Because when you go there, they ask you for medical documentation. They ask you for divorce letter. Okay, maybe the old uncle might have divorced 40 years back. So where is he going to find the divorce letter? Okay, they look at an 80-year-old man and they ask, I want your medical cert. By one look, I know he's fragile. I don't need to be a doctor. We don't need to be a doctor to identify these issues. Okay, when the person is already stressed due to no financial stability, when they come to RC, they become even more stressed because of this documentation needed. Okay, I've seen people who have no money to buy food. Okay, as an RC manager, my pay itself pathetic. It's just called manager. Okay, I've seen people knocking my door asking for $5, $10, and I've given them. Okay, and I've also seen people living in one small house. 4 to 5 people are living in one small house, sharing a house. Okay, this is all happening in one block, 318, and there are a lot of this kind of blocks all over Singapore. Okay, anyway, when I talk about the screening process, HDB itself, okay, when you want to get a rental block, HDB got its own requirement to give a rental block. Okay, if I'm not wrong, you have to be earning less than 550 per person. So they have already screened ready. So why are they making these residents' lifestyle difficult by screening again and again? So what went wrong? Why are these people not benefiting from our world-class economy? Even after I quit my job, because I stay nearby the block which I used to work, I make an attempt to go and visit this block every night. I make an attempt to sit at the kopitiam beside this block and I try to talk to the residents. At my very best, I can be only a moral support for them at this moment. Singaporeans today face many different kind of problems. Overpriced car due to COE. We can't afford to buy a car. Okay, never mind. Buses are like sardine fishes. MRT, lagi worse, no need to say, so many breakdown. I don't know what time I will reach my destination. Take taxi, even Antu not scary, but ERP is. The government says ERP is to limit the car due to the congestion on road. But what about taxis? Taxi, public transport or private transport? I'm really confused. Remove ERPs from taxis. We are okay to pay the surcharges in the taxi because these surcharges go to the uncle and auntie who drive taxi. By the way, today not only uncle and auntie drive taxi, even youngsters with degrees are driving taxis. Our Singapore government has pushed us to this limit. Okay, upgrading of neighborhood is important. Recently, Lee Hsien Loong announced upgrading. Okay, but what about people's lives are not being upgraded? There are so many people in all over Ang Mo Kio still don't have a house to live, still walking around picking empty cans. So what about these people? Why are they not doing anything to these people? There are so many Singaporeans in debts to bank and all other legal money lending agency. Take a walk at Ang Mo Kio Central. You will see plenty of these legal loan shops. Is this a LT sign? Is this the Singapore we want? Okay, next, CPF. When they first started, Singaporeans are like, wow, CPF. Now, ayo, CPF. Okay, don't know when we can take our CPF. Now they say 65. Tomorrow they will say 165. The government says and does whatever they want. It is all about their wants and needs. What about ours? I don't think so they even care because their actions say so. Can we do anything about it? Yes, of course. By voting for Reform Party. By voting for opposition if you are not in Ang Mo Kio GRC or West Coast GRC or Radin Mas. Okay, we can't be paying and paying. Okay, with regards of CPF, okay, if I'm not wrong, even the money we burn for our ancestors, definitely will reach our ancestors, but our CPF money, I don't know whether it will reach us or not. Okay, labor unions, actually I really don't know what they are doing. Do they stand up for the people? No minimum wage, and we call this first world country. Minimum wage should be implemented at any cost. Retirement age, forever increasing. Okay, you can see old uncle and auntie still working. Soon they will say until 100 years old you can work. We are not getting the job and pay we deserve. HDB prices are so expensive. People put off marriages and plans to start a family on hold. The government complain about birth rate declining. Of course it will. When students want to study in private schools and institutions, they can't even use their parents' CPF. We are not going to run away. The government should make a scheme like we can use our parents' CPF and automatically pay back when we start working. In Singapore, even before a youth starts work, he is already debted to the bank. When he starts work, he is already debted to the bank, paying the educational loan he had taken. Okay, these all have to change. When we tell our problem, government goes around telling people opposition only complain. They don't have any solutions or long-term plans. They counter-attack us that opposition has no credibility or long-term plan. They only talk. Recently, I heard one of the so-called MP or MP2B commented on the scheme. Why just give 300? Why not give $3,000? Okay, but you know what? They are okay to pay themselves hundreds of thousands of dollars. We are sure we are here not just to complain. We are here to make a change. and we are here to make a change. We Reform Party will definitely make a change. We will be the voice of the people for a better tomorrow for my fellow Singaporean. Let my team and me to be the voice of Ang Mo Kio residents and Singaporeans in the parliament. We will definitely represent you. If I'm elected, I will be a full-time MP because I can't be traveling in MRT, going to a day job and coming and helping you all, because traveling in MRT is very tiring. I will be definitely a full-time MP if I'm elected. And definitely with my pay, I will give certain amount of my pay for Ang Mo Kio GRC people monthly. Okay, mark my words. Okay, and I'm not going to wait until I'm going to be elected. Okay, why must I wait until whether I'm elected or not? Everyone should contribute to the society. Everyone should contribute to the nation. But how, okay, and these you people can directly communicate through my Facebook or through Reform Party Facebook. Or if not, it's okay. I give you my number, take down, 90629-314. Okay, thank you, everyone. I love you all. Vote for us. Vote for Reform Party. Love all, serve all. Thank you. Vote for Reform Party. And lastly, thank you for all of you all coming here. Thank you for Mr. Kenneth, and thank you for my team members, and thank you for the police who are ushering, and thank you for the sound guys, and thank you for everyone. Thank you.